All right, so if you've been told that there's a natural alternative to Ozempic or cleaner peptides with fewer side effects, or the dosing is wrong, things like that, you need to watch this because your naturopath or whoever's telling you that a research peptide is safer than an approved drug isn't giving you alternative medicine. They're giving you an uncontrolled experimental compound with a disclaimer that says they aren't for human use. I'm not going to tell you. You can go look yourself. Try to enter the site for one of these. You can't even enter their website before you agree it's not for human or animal use. Go to a website, try to order it yourself, read the disclaimer. Then you can ask your naturopath or whoever why they're ignoring this and why they're giving it to you, assuming you're a human. So, all right, let's get into each piece of this. All right, so let's look at one of these just so you can see it yourself to start off. All right, so you could read here, all products listed and provided through our site are intended for research purposes only. We do not promote the personal use of these products. Any product provided is not intended to use, treat, blah, blah, blah. All our products are sterile, da, da, da. So you have to agree to this before you even enter their website. Of course, they have a shop here, which I'll get into later. Well, they just sell their stuff directly. But, all right, we'll get back to the main thing here. All right, so just based on that, I think you can look through the site and feel that their disclaimer is kind of the research use only label is the only thing standing between them and kind of like a federal indictment. So why are naturopaths and others doing this anyways? So I think that the pattern I've seen emerging in alternative medicine clinics is that you see peptide therapy marketed as natural, advanced, or fewer side effects compared to alternative FDA-approved GLP drugs like Ozempic. So I think the pitch is really like Ozempic is harsh, it has too many side effects, big pharma, but this peptide, tirzepatide or whatever they're selling, it's next generation, it targets GLP-2, and we can get that for you. So there's multiple problems with that pitch, which we'll go into now. So I keep talking about peptides in this video, so I just wanted to take a quick short break and say what are peptides. So first, let's talk about amino acids. So there's 20 amino acids like glycine, lysine, leucine, 17 others. So a short chain of these amino acids put together, like 2 to 40 or 50 of them, are called peptides. If you make a longer chain than that, they're called proteins. So your body makes thousands of peptides naturally. GLP-1, the thing that, all the synthetic GLP ones like Ozempic and others. So GLP-1 is a hormone that your gut releases after you eat that tells your brain that you're full. So that's also a peptide. Most hormones are also peptides, and if it's longer, then remember, it is a protein. So just wanted to get that in there real quick. All right, so I'm going to put up some images from the website here. So GLP-2 is something that they sell on their website as well. So GLP-2 is called, again, glucagon-like peptide 2. This is a real human hormone. It's a 33 amino acid peptide that's co-secreted with GLP-1 from the gut endocrine cells. Its main function, though, is to promote intestinal growth. So it makes the lining of your gut thicker and more absorptive. So there is a real drug based on it. It's called teduglutide, T-E-D-U glutide. And it's approved for short bowel syndrome, which is a condition where patients have lost so much intestine that they can't absorb nutrients from food. Has nothing to do with weight loss. In fact, it kind of would do the opposite, I think, because it helps people absorb more from what they eat. It also has a very well-known safety concern because it stimulates intestinal cell growth. There is a question, still unresolved, but whether long-term use could promote intestinal tumors. So when this website's trying to sell you GLP-2 60 milligrams, it suggests you're getting this GLP-2 glucagon-like peptide 2, a gut growth hormone. But oddly enough, the bottle says you're actually getting tirzepatide, which is a completely different drug. It's a GLP-1 and GIP receptor agonist for diabetes and obesity. So these two molecules do different things in different places of the body via different receptors. So this current thing looks like they're just selling people drug A while telling them it's drug B. And funny enough, GLP-3, which is shown here in their listing as retatrutide, this one's even worse. There is no GLP-3. It doesn't exist as a biologic category. The proglucagon gene produces GLP-1 and 2. That's it. So they invented a fake hormone family to make retatrutide sound like it's part of known biology when it isn't. So the FDA recently caught another vendor called Gram Peptides doing this exact same scheme. There was a warning letter you could see in April 2026 that called it out specifically with these two exact drugs, retatrutide and tirzepatide. So multiple companies are running the same playbook. I just happen to click on one, but pretty much I think you could find them all kind of similar. But again, I just wanted to go over the risks here. So because you're injecting these research peptides, you really can't confirm the identity. Is it actually retatrutide? Is it from a salt form? Is it a degraded fragment? Is it contaminated? Like, they have a purity percentage on there, but what do you know what they're selling you when the picture doesn't even match a drug? Some of these are made up, GLP-3. So dosage also, the vial says 60 mg, 10 mg, maybe, I don't know. It says on their site that it is, but it also says it's not for human or animal. So I don't know what their truth is. And the FDA has also categorized a bunch of these peptides that there are significant safety concerns, including immunogenicity, if there's manufacturing impurities, and there's just insufficient human clinical data. So, yeah, your body can form antibodies against these poorly made peptides, and these antibodies might attack your own versions of these hormones. And the last thing is, when something goes wrong, you have no recourse. The product label says it wasn't for human use. The website made you click I agree. Your naturopath isn't licensed to prescribe controlled drugs or anything similar to this. And meanwhile, the supplier is hiding behind LLCs or they're offshore. So overall, you're just, you're barking up the wrong tree if you're looking at these peptides for GLP-1-like activity. Ozempic and other GLP-1s are expensive, so people might turn to these. But again, if you genuinely think a GLP-1 drug would help you with weight loss or your blood sugar or something like that, you can see an actual physician. There's a lot of online stuff too. You should be careful about going to real sites and real physicians versus having to click these disclaimer things and, there's nothing protecting you. So if you do get a real prescription for semaglutide like Ozempic, Wegovy, or tirzepatide like Mounjaro and Zepbound, these are FDA approved, manufactured under sterile conditions, dosed correctly, and with known and monitored side effects. So those are basically much better than you're getting it from some offshore company. And if you can't afford these name brand versions, there are coupons, but you could also get from compounding pharmacies. They have 503A pharmacies with a real prescription. It won't be perfect, but it's way better than these research peptides. So I would say don't buy peptides online ever. Don't go to someone who's going to inject you with these research use only. It is not a discount code. It's a warning. So if you're going to take a powerful drug, take the one that's been tested, regulated, and is sitting in a sealed vial from a manufacturer that can be sued if it kills you, not the one from a website you had to click past a warning to access. So I just want to close it. This is really, I think, what happens when these wellness trends run ahead of medicine. People who don't trust pharmaceutical companies end up injecting themselves with whatever they can find online, even if it's the unapproved version of that same pharmaceutical company's drug. But in this case, it's made in a factory that nobody inspects, sold by a company that explicitly told you not to use it on humans or animals. So I just close with, do better for yourself. Don't volunteer yourself to be a guinea pig, and go through the correct routes if you're looking to get any of these medications. Thanks.